Hi everybody, I'm Miss Christina from the Moline Public Library, and now that you have completed all of the weaving portion of your wall hanging, it is now time to finish it up. So you'll want to have a stick or maybe a branch if you wanted something a little more natural looking, and we are going to weave this through just like you did with all the yarn. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over, under, just like we did with all the yarn or the paper or cloth, whatever you used for doing your weaving. And remember, it doesn't have to be just yarn. Okay, so the stick is going to be the hanger for our weaving. Okay, so we want to go ahead and have that down really tight there. Now the strings that we've been weaving over and under, those we are going to tie to hold the stick in place. And we're also going to have to do that at the bottom. So what you'll want to do is turn this over where you see all the strings, and just at the middle here, oops, go ahead and cut on across. I know it seems a little scary to do, but that's what you got to do to finish it up. Just cut it on across, just like that. Okay, so that means you'll be able to take this off the board, but I would try and keep it on just to make it easier. Okay, and then you're going to take the strings two at a time. Here we go. Let's do it this way. So the first couple strings at the end, okay, go ahead and tie a knot. Just kind of like you were going to start tying your shoelace, do the over under, and then do that portion again. And so, I don't know if you can see that there, I've done like a square knot, okay? And that's going to help hold that stick in place. Now you're going to want to do that for all of these across to make it keep in place there. So for every two, that's what you're going to do. Make it nice and snug, because you want it to come out even when you're doing that. Okay, so I've done 3 of them here, and you can see how it's holding fast. Okay, after you do all of those on a cross, you're also going to want to do that at the bottom. And the reason why we're doing it at the bottom is that we want to keep our yarn from falling off at the bottom. So go ahead and tie 2 of them together, and you can see where I've done that right there. After you've tied those, you can go ahead and either leave that as part of the fringe at the bottom or cut it off. I would recommend, especially at the top, to go ahead and cut that off. Make it short. So you can see where I've cut the ends off. Okay. And then after you've tied all your knots and cut those off, then you are going to want to have something, maybe a piece of yarn or string. See, I've got some yarn here, and you'll want to tie that on to both ends, okay, so it'll hold it up, and then you can hang up your hanger there. For any ends that you have at the side, these you can wrap around your wall hanging to the back so you don't see that. Okay, you'll want to have all the ends in the back tucked in, so you don't have anything that's loose. Unless you really like that look, and depending upon your wall hanging, that might be something that you really like. But if not, just go ahead and kind of weave it back in from behind the wall hanging, and that way you won't see it. I hope that you're really enjoying doing your wall hanging, and if you do have questions, please contact the library. I'd be happy to help you out. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye.